Hey folks, this is Prattski, and today I'm going to be walking through a setup of the Heroes of Terrinoth, the new release from Fantasy Flight. So let's get started. By the way, this mat is also an additional purchase that you can get for the game. Very nice. Recommend it if you got a couple extra bucks. So first step that you need to do is select the quest, and for this one we're going to be doing the introductory quest called the Goblin Problem. So you take this here, just note if there's any particular setups. It says when the party travels to the final location, if Splig is in the Nemesis layer, spawn Splig in the shadows. So we'll have to keep that in mind when we're playing. We take our little peril tracker token and set it on the first marker there. Actually, before we do that, we'll look at the back. So this is the setup. So what we need to do first is set up our enemy pool, and they have you do it in a couple different stacks. So the first stack that we're going to do is Goblin Archers, Goblin Witchers, and Rat Swarms. So we will pull out the needed enemies. We also need Bandits, Cave Spiders, and Ogres. So here we've got our Archers, Witchers, Rat Swarm, Cave Spiders, Ogres, and Bandits. All the enemies in this game come with 2 minions, which are this blue background, and then a master, which is that orangish red background. But you take all of them in each group. And so in this first stack, it's Archers, Goblin Witchers, and Rat Swarms. So that's these 3 here. So we take them all together and we give them a good shuffle. And that's going to be our top of the stack. And then we take the Bandits, Cave Spiders, and Ogres. And give these a good shuffle. Okay, so these go on the bottom. And this is now our enemy pool. Okay, then we have to set up our locations. And so here it says that the roadside inn is going to be first, Dark Forest, and then the Brigand Camp. So we take our locations deck, and here we go. So we've got our roadside inn, our Brigand Camp, and our Dark Forest. And we put it in the order that they say. So Brigand Camp will be on the bottom, Dark Forest in the middle, and Roadside Inn on top. And that is our location deck. And then we set up our exploration deck. And so what we do here is there are different keywords at the bottom of these, and we use the keywords that are listed here. So we've got base, wild, and village. So here's a wild, a couple of base, wild, and we also need village as well. Village, base. Okay, those don't have a label. Okay. So we got everything from our decks here, and we take these all together and shuffle all these together. There's no ordering on this, as you can see in the diagram there. It's just one stack. All right. So we've got our exploration deck done, and that is it for the setup instructions on the quest card. So now the token goes back on there. Then following that, what we need to do is get our Nemesis out, and this is Splig here. So we'll look through our enemy deck, and we've got our Nemesis on the bottom here. So there's Splig. So we'll put him in the Nemesis layer. Then we need to create our supply. So for that, we need our damage tokens, which I've got in a little bowl here, our success tokens, our progress tokens, and we also need our conditions. So we've got 3 that come in this base game here, is focused, put these over here, weakened, and poisoned. Then we need to choose our heroes. So it's a 2 to 4 player game, and as you can see, there are 4 different classes. We've got our warriors, healers, scout, and mage. You can't double up on classes in this game, so I think for this example, we'll just we'll do a healer and a warrior, kind of your standard setup. And you pick one of the 3 that you want to play with. So let's go with Averick for our healer, and we'll go with Sindral as our warrior. Then we pull out our class decks. So here's our warrior class deck, here's our healer class deck. And you're going to want to look through, and on the bottom here, you can see there's warrior basic, there's warrior knight, and there's warrior berserker. So you start with the 4 basic cards, and then once you're able to upgrade cards, you'll upgrade to either knight or berserker. You can't mix the 2. You have to pick one track or the other, but you can set those off to the side. So we'll set these up here with, it doesn't matter the order, but rest, explore, attack, and aid. And for a healer, we'll get our 4 basic cards, and then set the others off to the side, and set these up like so. How exactly you set these up is really up to you. You just need all these basic elements out here. You're going to need, your monsters and quest stuff available. You're going to need a central area that you're going to be putting monsters who are not engaged with you, and then you're going to need your own areas where you've got your own cards, and you're going to be pulling monsters that you're engaging with to your place. So now that we have our heroes chosen, we need to select who the party leader is going to be, and that has certain effects. It's not just necessarily who goes first. Since we kind of want our warrior in battle first, we'll give the token to the warrior, and then really at this point we are set up and ready to go. And so to get into your first game, we're not going to go there yet, what you do is you reveal your location card, and in this case we've got the roadside inn, and the most important thing here to look at for setup is these 2 numbers here. So this top number is how many monsters that you will spawn in that are engaged with the heroes, and this number is the number of monsters that will spawn in the shadows. So starting with the first, the leader, what you're going to do is in turn order bring in monsters who are engaged first. So this is only 1, so only 1 monster is going to come out, and it's going to be directly engaged with Cinderella. Then, now that number is completed, so we go to this next number, and this is 3, so 3 monsters will come out into the shadows. And there you go. At this point, you are ready to start the game and get into it. I will be making a playthrough soon here, so we'll probably pick it up from this point, but that is all you need to know. If you have any questions at all, or feel like I missed any important steps, please leave a comment and let me know. Otherwise, I hope this was helpful. Thanks.